Hey everyone, it's Colin. How's it going? Well, my headphone collection has increased by one yet again, so that means that you get a review. For a while now, I've been looking for a good solid pair of around-ear, noise-canceling, Bluetooth wireless headphones. And for the longest time, I hadn't really found anything that I thought would fit the bill. Until recently, and when I saw these at the store, I couldn't help but pick up a pair to check out. So in this video, we're going to do a quick review of the Sony MDR-ZX770BNs. In terms of construction, the ZX770s are well put together, though lightweight. They're largely plastic, with metal inside the headband. I don't want to call them flimsy, but let's just say that I'd hesitate to put them through any significant abuse. Comfort was obviously a priority to Sony, as they have big ear cups with soft leather pads. And even the headband is wider than most and also decently padded. This, combined with how light they are, makes them perfectly suitable for wearing for long periods without fatigue. I think the main selling point for these is their Bluetooth functionality. The left ear cup has an NFC chip to make pairing quick with compatible devices, but pairing the normal Bluetooth way still isn't too tedious. Their usage range is surprisingly good. I left my phone playing music on the kitchen counter, then went upstairs and there were no hiccups in the signal. Out of the box, the 770s come set to the SBC protocol, which has the widest compatibility with Bluetooth devices, but also the lowest sound quality. They're also compatible with the AAC and aptX formats, and these improve sound quality a decent amount, but it's a bit of an involved process of pressing buttons and counting the number of times lights flash in order to put the headphones in that mode. Of course, once you have music playing, controlling it from the headphones is straightforward. On the right ear cup is a rocker for skipping tracks, pausing, and answering phone calls. Next to it is the volume control, and Sony thoughtfully put a bump on the volume up button so you don't have to memorize which is which. One bummer is that on iOS devices, the pause/call button doesn't activate Siri, which would otherwise be a very handy feature. The 770s do have a built-in headset functionality, and it works about as well as you'd expect for phone calls. For those times when you can't or don't want to use Bluetooth, the headphones come with an audio cable that connects to the left ear cup. This is a completely standard cable and should be cheap and easy to replace should you lose or break it. One drawback though is that it only allows for playback, meaning you can't use the headset function through the cable. That's something reserved for Bluetooth only. An upside is that through the cable, you can use the headphones even if they're off or the battery is dead. And what's more, they sound exactly the same. Sony doesn't seem to be doing any sort of active equalization, so there's no penalty in sound quality if the power runs out. Speaking of power, the ZX770s have a built-in lithium-ion battery that charges through a normal micro USB port. With Bluetooth and noise cancelling turned on, you can expect about 13 hours of life. Turn noise cancelling off, and that increases to 19 hours. And frequent flyers should see the best battery life of all, because wired operation with noise cancelling should see about 24 hours between charges. Checking the charge remaining is a little cumbersome. You need to tap the power button, then count the number of times the red LED flashes. The fewer the flashes, the lower the charge remaining. A major feature that drove me to these is the built-in noise cancelling. I'll try to keep this concise. It works decently and it's effective, but there certainly are other noise cancelling cans out there that do the job better. The 770s focus only on low frequencies. It just feels like there's more in the spectrum that could be blocked. In relatively quiet environments, the noise floor from the cancelling, that hissing sound, is nice and low, but it does ramp up considerably if the ambient environment gets loud. I don't think it'll be too much of an issue on a train or plane though, and overall, the 770's noise cancelling is still a welcome feature. For me, the most important thing about a pair of headphones is how they sound. Sony has been a big name in headphones for a long time, and with these cans they definitely drew on all that experience. The low end is tight and robust, but smooth, and the highs are crisp but not overly articulate. The mids are interesting on the 770s. They sound natural, but their position in the soundstage makes them feel a bit laid back. While some headphones make it seem like vocals are right in your face, these put them at arm's length. It's not a bad thing by any means, and the overall sound signature is engaging, but in such a way that it never becomes fatiguing. For the scenarios that people are likely to use the ZX770s in, I'd say they sound just right. So overall, I think the ZX770s offer a really good balance of features, functionality, comfort, and sound quality. Now here's the kicker. When I found these, it was a bit of an impulse buy, because I saw them at my local Costco on sale for only $150. That is excellent value, and if you're looking for headphones like these, I don't think you can do any better. Even at a higher price, like $200, I still think that they're worth the money. So if you are in the market for Bluetooth noise-canceling headphones, I think these should definitely be on your list to check out. If you liked the video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. Those help quite a bit. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.